Hey, Coop here. Welcome to 90-second Recap, where I share a quick sports history lesson based on today's cap. In the first few weeks of Black History Month, we've looked at a number of African American players who've been elected to the Hall of Fame. Today, we look at a man who unfortunately remains on the outside looking in. It's February 20th, and I'm wearing an American Needle Los Angeles White Sox strapback purchased by my wife at the Vault in Charleston, South Carolina. If you've heard of the LA White Sox, you've probably heard of the version that played in the short lived West Coast Negro Baseball Association in 1946. Seattle owner Abe Saperstein, yes, that Abe Saperstein, served as league president, and Portland owner Jesse Owens, yes, that Jesse Owens, served as vice president. The Los Angeles White Sox were part of that circuit, but it wasn't the first go round for these palehos. When fans hear the term Winter League, they typically think south of the border Mexico, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, before the Revolution, Cuba. But you could find organized winter ball leagues in the Golden State up through 1947, allowing locals to see some of the game's best players, white, black, and Latin, in the era when the ALNL's lily white map only went as far west as St. Louis. And while Jackie broke the ALNL color barrier in that 47 season, the California Winter League saw men of different colors sharing the diamond decades earlier, which wouldn't happen in places like Birmingham until the late 50s, as we discussed on February 15th. Rube Foster, the father of the Negro Leagues, brought his Leland Giants west from Chicago in the winter of 1910-1911 to play in SoCal's Winter League, making it the first integrated baseball circuit in the 20th century. Also beginning play that year as a semi-pro squad were the Los Angeles White Sox, managed by Lon Goodwin, who'd play an important but largely forgotten role in black baseball for more than 3 decades. In the winters of 1617 and 1718, Goodwin's White Sox were the Winter League's black entry, and their leading hurler was a man who might have been the most traveled ball player in history, who played in nearly 700 cities, towns, and cow pastures over the course of his 33 seasons in the game. On this date, in 1891, John Wesley Donaldson was born in Glasgow, Missouri. The Southpaw began his professional career with Brown's Tennessee Minstrels, better known as the Rats, as a 20-year-old, going 44-3, before spending the next 5 seasons with future Monarchs owner J.L. Wilkinson's All Nations squad, an assemblage of a variety of ethnicities, the rare integrated club in that era. He'd go on to star for JL's Kansas City Monarchs, then headline barnstorming teams across the Midwest, before stepping down to the semi pro level, playing competitively through his 50th year. In 1949, he joined the White Sox as the ALNL's first black scout, resigning after the 55 season after 7 years of the Southsiders largely ignoring his recommendations. He died in Chicago in 1970. Baseball fans can thank Sabre member Peter Gorton for putting Donaldson on the current day map through his exhaustive research efforts. I can't encourage you strongly enough to check out the Donaldson Network at johndonaldson.bravehost.com, where Peter and a host of supporting researchers have put together an authoritative compendium of information on John Donaldson.